So for today's video, we will going to talk about the harmonic sequence. So first, what is harmonic sequence? Harmonic sequence is the reciprocal of an arithmetic sequence. Okay, always remember that the harmonic sequence is the reciprocal of an arithmetic sequence. Okay, and examine the first denominators of a given harmonic sequence. When the denominators are showing a common constant or it shows when, then we call it a harmonic sequence. Okay, the harmonic sequence is defined to be it is the reciprocal of the terms of an arithmetic sequence. Okay, in formula, in finding the last term in harmonic sequence is a sub n is equal to 1 divided by a sub 1 plus n plus quantity n minus 1 times d. Okay, that is the formula in finding the last term in harmonic sequence. Okay, while the formula in finding the common difference is d is equal to a sub 2 minus a sub 1. Okay, we have here two examples in finding the last term of harmonic sequence. Okay, so I will going to teach to you on how to find it. Okay, I will going to tell to you, and for you to understand on how to solve the harmonic sequence. Okay, so now we are going to find out the eighth term of this harmonic sequence. But first, we are going to find out our common difference as what I have mentioned a while ago. Your denominators will be considered when they form an arithmetic sequence. Then we can tell it that this is an harmonic sequence. Okay, so before we getting our sub 8, let us start to find out our common difference. Okay, so now we will going to use this formula. Okay, in finding our common difference in harmonic sequence. Okay, so d is equal to a sub 2 minus a sub 1. Okay, so d is equal to the difference between the second term and our first term. You have to note that we are just going to consider the denominators. We are going to take the fraction itself as a whole, but we are just going to take the denominators of the sequence. Okay, so we will going to continue in solving our common difference. Okay, so now our a sub 2 is for 400. Okay, because we will get just like what I have said earlier, we will get the whole number. Okay, so 400 minus our a sub 1 is 350. Okay, so 400 minus 350 is equal to 50. Now, because we already get the common difference, we will going to find the eighth term or the last term of this harmonic sequence. Okay, so we will going to use the formula for the last term. Okay, so a sub n is equal to 1 divided by a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d. Okay, so this is our formula that we will going to use in finding the eighth term or the last term in harmonic sequence. Okay, so our n is our last term and our a sub 1 is our first term, which is 350, and d is our common difference, and negative 1 is part of our formula, always part. Okay, so our n, we will gonna simplify it into 8. Okay, so 1 divided by our a sub 1 is 350 plus our n is equal to 50 minus 1. This is 8. Sorry for my mistake. And our d is 50. Okay, so a sub 8 is equal to 1 divided by 350 plus 8 minus 1 is 7 times 50. Okay, so a sub 8 is equal to 1 divided by 350 plus 7 times 50 is equal to 350. Now, a sub 8 is equal to 1 divided by 350 plus 350 is equal to 350 plus 350 is equal to 700. So our harmonic sequence is, or the last term, the 8th last term is 1 over 700. This is the answer in our example number 1. Okay? Okay, this is the answer in our example number 1. Okay, now we will going to move in our example number 2. Okay, so just like what I have said earlier, we will going to find first the common difference. Okay, so our common difference, the formula in finding or solving the common difference is d is equal to a sub 2 minus a sub 1. Okay, so d is equal to our second term is 30 minus our first term, which is 20. So d, 30 minus 20 is 10. Okay, so this is our common difference. Okay, now we will going to find the 11th last term of this harmonic sequence. Okay, so the formula that we will going to use is a sub n is equal to 1 divided by a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d. Okay, so our n, we will going to simplify it into 11. So 1 divided by our a sub 1 is 20 plus our n is 11 minus 1, and our d, common difference, is 10. Okay, so a sub 11 is equal to 1 divided by 20 plus 11 minus 1 is 10 times 10. So a sub 11 is equal to 1 again divided by, okay, let's copy the 20 because that is the last to solve it. Okay, so 10 times 10, we will going to multiply it first before we add 20. Okay, so 10 times 10 is equal to 100. So we will going to copy always the 1. Okay, so 20 plus 100. We will going to add it to find the 11th last term of this harmonic sequence. Okay, so 20 plus 100 is equal to 120. So now this is the answer in our example number 2. The 11th term of this harmonic sequence is 1 over 102. Okay, so that's all. I hope you enjoy on how to solve a harmonic sequence, and I hope you learned, and thank you for watching. God bless.